Hey guys, it's John from John's DIY Playground. Today I'm inside my travel trailer doing a little improvement in the bathroom. I'm adding all of these hooks so I can actually hang towels up there or clothes that I don't want on the floor, what have you. And the coat hangers that or they call it a hook rail, is something I found at Costco, and it's part of a two-pack. And you can get this two-pack for less than $20. It's made by Bird Rock Home, as you can see on the lower right. Comes with all the mounting hardware, and I'm using specialized fasteners so I can use it inside my camper, so I wanted to show you how I did that, and I'll show you step by step. So let's get started. I was thinking about what it would look like if I just took this thing and made it simple and just pushed it all the way up to the top. It would be real easy to mount it that way, right? But just looking at it, I'm like, I'd rather have it come down a little bit, so maybe just a little bit of offset like that. So when I go to measure with my tape measure, it looks like from the bottom of the frame to the hole is approximately 3 inches. So what I will do is first work on setting up the first hole, and then we'll go from there to find the other ones, because I don't want to try and overthink this with dimensionals and all the other things. So I'm going to take this tape measure, I'm eyeballing it, but the center of the window is approximately this window frame bar here. So if I come down and I see 3 inches, go right there, double check. Yep, 3 inches. So that's where we're going to drill our hole. It should be relatively close to being perfectly in line with here, but I'm not going to use a plumb bob or anything else crazy. Now the fasteners we're going to use here, I got at Home Depot. They're called TripleGrip. Good for 35 pounds, which would be more than enough. And these are 5 by the number 8. And it says on the back that I will be drilling with a 1/4 inch drill bit. And so I will get that set up now, and let's drill our first hole. Alright, we got the drill set up with our 1/4 inch bit. Let's get to it. So we're really just drilling through about a 1/4 inch Luan wood, and then inside the wall casing of this RV is foam. So we don't want to drill very deep at all, because if you go too deep, you're going to come out the other side, and nobody likes that. Now that we have our hole drilled, I really don't need this blue painter's tape anymore. It's just so that we could mark the walls and kind of get a visual of what's happening. We don't need these outer ones here, because we're going to be actually using the bracket itself to help line ourselves up. So I'm just taking all that off, and now we're going to have the anchor itself go in the hole with some light taps with a hammer. So we put that in there, and we start. And again, I didn't drill that deep, even though the anchor is much deeper. It's pushing into that styrofoam and just kind of pushing it out of the way. So I didn't really need to be drilling any deeper than that first 1/4 inch. So you can see the fasteners there and ready to go. And now we'll go and put our bracket up, or get our screwdriver set up. I'm going to get this thing started with my drill driver, so I don't have to spend a lot of time screwing it in by hand, but I will finish it by hand. So let's just zip this in. Okay, so it's still very loose, you can see, but I will do the final tightening after I get the other two in, but I just want to kind of get it hand snug without overdoing things. And now we'll go ahead and we'll measure the even distances here to make sure we're even from the frame of the window. And then I'll go ahead and drill the next hole, and then we'll do the final hole and mount that one in. But we have to be careful of the order of operation here, so that we don't not able to do the installation the right way, as you'll see in the next steps. Alright, so what I did here to kind of line up the next drill is to measure from each end. So what I found is, from the window frame to the top of this bracket, if we're 1 inch and 11/16 on this side, and on this side we're perfectly even. We're both 1 inch and 11/16. So with that, I'm going to drill the first hole and just put it in like this. It's a little too big for the screw head, so I'm actually going to start with a smaller drill I don't want to drill out this bracket, so I'm going to get rid of this 1/4 inch for the moment and drill a pilot hole through with a smaller drill bit size. Switched over to a 3/16 drill bit, and let me double check my measurement one last time. So I only have to do this once and try not to fix something. Alright, see, I already moved it. Bump that just a hair. There we go. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is actually move the thing out of the way, pivot it a little bit, and switch up to my bigger 1/4 inch bit, and I'm going to finish drilling it out without drilling into the bracket. Okay. Now what I'll do next is I'm actually going to take the other fastener, I'm going to tap it in here, and I'm just going to start the screw so I'm holding it in place. So then my final hole will be in perfect setup for the alignment. So let me go grab the other fastener and we'll finish this up. I've got the anchor in the wall there now, and I've got the screw just started, but it's still sticking out a bit. But you can see this thing won't rotate now. It's locked into place. I haven't drilled my final hole yet. I've got the 3/16 bit back into this drill. So now it won't move. It's in the perfect place where it needs to be. Drill that pilot, and then I can take this screw out so that I can rotate the bracket again, because of course I have to open up that pilot hole to 1/4 inch. So I'll do that right now. Come in here like this, open it up, and then we will pound in that other plastic anchor, and we'll finish this bracket installation up. Okay, our anchors are all in, so I'm just going to hand snug these and make sure they're nice and tight, but not over tight. It's much easier to tell when you're doing this by hand and not using the drill driver. Just get snug, and that's going to about do it. Inside the hardware package there's also these plugs, so that's going to cover up the screw heads and give it a nice finished look. So those just press in. Don't need to do anything fancy with this stuff. It's just a kind of an interference fit, and that will do it. So hope you guys enjoyed this video. Hope you learned something from it. If you did, please give me a thumbs up, and also please remember to subscribe to be notified when new videos of mine are coming out. Thanks for watching, everybody. This is John from John's DIY Playground. Have a great day.